The Perry Como Show. And tonight you are the guests of Noxzema, the greatest name in skin comfort and skin beauty, and now the greatest name in shaving comfort. S&H Green Stamps, given by more than 60,000 fine merchants. For over 3 generations, the largest, most reliable stamp plan in America. Kimberly-Clark, a world leader in quality products for home and industry. Among them, Kleenex tissues and new Kleenex table napkins. And here is Perry Como.
Tootsie, goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry. The riverboat that takes me away from you, no words can tell us that it makes me. Kiss me, and then do it over again. Just watch for the mail, I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you know I'm in jail. Tootsie, don't cry. Tootsie, goodbye.
Hello, hello, we got Showboat welcome. Let's go, we'll make Showboat welcome. So don't be grumpy, cause you left your Tootsie Wootsie. Cheer up, chum, you'll soon forget your Tootsie Wootsie woo.
The riverboat that takes me away from her, no other word can tell us that it makes me.
One glass,
and then
muddy water, sir.
do it over again. I'll watch for the mail, but I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you'll know I'm in jail. Tootsie, don't cry. Tootsie, goodbye. Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we are going after 3 stories. Joe Stafford, Fats Domino. That's great. Once a cue card boy, always a cue card boy. And Jackie Miles. First, Joe Stafford. The rumor is that she's very happily married, that she has had a very successful season, and that she is one of the top recording stars of our time. So let's find out if these terrible things are true. Joe, how are you? Well, wait. Let me put that a different way. How are you?
Well, I tell you, I was told that you'd probably ask some pretty tough questions. Could we come back to that question a little later?
Of course. Now, Miss Stafford, in August 1956, you were quoted in Look as saying, and I quote from Look magazine, that you never bought a Dinah Shore record in your life. The Meister here again, huh? Did you say that?
Well, it's absolutely ridiculous, just ridiculous. In the first place, Look would never mention life, right? In the
Right.
second place, what actually happened was I ran into Dinah Shore. It was on Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills one afternoon, and I thought that she had on one of the most adorable outfits that I'd ever seen. I asked her if she'd tell me where she got it. She not only told me, she took me there herself. I got one just exactly like it, only in blue, and it's been my favorite outfit ever since.
That's Joe Stafford, quiet, reserved, shy, closed-mouthed, but definitely a woman. And now to our next guest, Fats Domino. Fats, as you know, is one of our great disciples of rock and roll. And Fats, according to a clipping in Downbeat, Dizzy Gillespie just finished a tour in the Middle East where he was a smash.
Crazy, man.
And Louis Armstrong was a big hit in South Africa.
Crazy, man.
And the rumor has it that you're going to introduce rock and roll to Alaska next
Cool,
winter.
man.
Fats Domino. Talkative, loquacious, chatterbox, but definitely hep. And now to our third guest, Jackie Miles. Jackie Miles. Comedian, sportsman, man about track, and big loser. Jackie, I have some very personal questions to ask you, and I hope you're not nervous.
Nervous? God, silly, why should I be nervous? I don't have to be nervous. I always know what I'm going to say. You know, other people, though, they get silly because they hear this stuff. Not me, I tell you.
Jackie Miles, he didn't bet on the jockey that stood up in the Kentucky Derby. He bet on the horse that stood up. Our next guest is a special guest, Mitchell Ayers. Golfer, boatsman, baseball fan, and last but most least, musician. A member of long-standing and local 801. I think he still owes a little back dues. Mitch?
Yeah, Perry.
I recently read a rumor in one of the less dependable magazines that you read music.
Well, you know how those magazines are, Perry. They print anything.
I want to ask you something. Do you know a song called So Rare?
Know it? Sure I know it, Perry.
Well, I'm going to sing it. And would you have your orchestra play it?
Oh, play it? You didn't ask me if we could play it.
Mitchell Ayers, honest, forthright, always truthful, but definitely fat. Now, what a ham bone. Well, the reason we chose So Rare, friends, this week is because it's a big hit record for one of my very dear friends, namely Jimmy Dorsey. And we hope that Jimmy is listening, and of course, we're all rooting for him to get well kind of quick. So, Jimmy, I hope you're listening, and this is for you, buddy. So rare, you're like the fragrance of blossoms fair. You're sweet as a breath of air, fresh with the morning dew. So rare, you're like the sparkle of old champagne, like orchids in cellophane. Couldn't compare to you. You are perfection, you're my idea of angels singing the Ave Maria. For you're an angel, I breathe and live you. With every beat of the heart that I give you, so rare, this is a heaven on earth we share, caring the way that we care. Ours is a love so rare. A breath of air, fresh with the morning dew. Orchids in cellophane couldn't compare to you. You are perfection, you're my idea of angels singing the Ave Maria. For you're an angel, I breathe and live you with every beat of the heart that I give you. So rare, this is a heaven on earth we share. We care. Ours is a love so
It's new, it's feminine, it's beautiful. It's the dazzling new Be Beautiful jar designed for Noxema, the beauty care that's 3 ways better for your skin. Noxema cleans thoroughly like soap. It's greaseless, washes off with water just like this.
But Noxema is better than soap because it doesn't dry your skin. Your face feels soap clean, but so soft and smooth.
Noxema softens as only a cream can, helps fight dry skin.
But it's better than greasy creams. It leaves your skin feeling cream soft, yet it doesn't clog your pores.
Noxema is medicated, helps clear your skin.
5 medicinal ingredients help heal externally caused blemishes fast.
Help give your skin fresh, natural loveliness. Get the new Noxema Be Beautiful jar and enter the Noxema $150,000 contest today. Win an Oldsmobile, RCA Big Color TV, or any of 869 prizes. Entry blanks at your Noxema, Oldsmobile, or RCA dealer.
There are a very few girl singers who have the number of hit records or who have had the consistent success that our next guest has had. But I've chosen a song for her to do tonight, and I hope that it's one of your favorites. Here she is singing Blues in the Night. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jo Stafford. Jo Stafford.
My mama done told me when I was in pigtails. My mama done told me, she said, honey, now a man's gonna sweet talk and he'll give you the big eye. But when that sweet talking's done, a man is a two-faced, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues.
Now the rains are falling, hear the train a-callin', ooh-wee.
My mama done told me,
Hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the trestle, ooh-wee.
my mama done told me,
A-hoo-wee, a-hoo-wee. Clickety-clack, the echoing back, the blues in the night.
the evening breeze will start the trees to crying, and the moon will hide its light. When you get the blues in the night, take my word, the mockingbird will sing the saddest kind of song. He knows things are wrong, and he's wrong.
From Natchez to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe, wherever the poor winds blow.
Well, I've been in some big towns, and I've heard Mrs. Big talk. But there is one thing I know.
A man is a two-faced,
A worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night.
so let me give you fair warning. You may feel fine in the morning, but look out for those blues in the night.
Josie, have a seat.
Yes, sir. Look,
Joy, you're so wonderful. You've got a big list of those hit songs, and I might say you sing them all beautifully.
thank you, Pierre, thank you.
Something else, too, about what you do. You've done so many different types of songs. For instance, I know you have an album of folk songs.
I loved them. Loved doing that album, too.
I bet you did. That's one thing I've never tried.
And you know, you really should, Perry, because you could do them very well, and it's really very simple. You just, well, you know, just be folksy. Just make the lyrics up as you go along. Nothing to it.
Well, I do that with all my songs. Especially when Charlie here falls asleep, you know.
Well, you do it with four. You wouldn't even have to worry about Charlie falling asleep. All you need is a guitar. Why don't you try it? Come on.
Well, I don't happen to have a... Thank you, Burl Ives. Better get around this way, huh, Joe?
All right.
You mean you just kind of make up the words as you go?
Whatever comes in your head.
Sokovia doesn't use a piano.
That's my favorite one.
Oh. Now, where were we?
Well, we were making up songs as we
Yes.
went along.
Yes, to make a song as we go along. For instance, I had a dream last night about the number 7. Not 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5, or 6. Just 7. So the next day I went to the racetrack and I bet $7 on number 7 horse. And he came in. Ah, you're wrong. 7.
That's the idea.
I like that.
That's wonderful. I knew you could do it. I just knew it. You want to try one of those real famous old folk songs? Do you know Blue Tail Fly?
Yes, he's a personal friend of mine. In fact, he was on the show all week last week, and they right in the middle of requests, you know.
I saw him, Perry. Get him?
I think he may have another message.
Don't you hit me. Come here. You want to?
You would like to start it? All right, I'll give you the chord.
The introduction.
Listen chord, listen tune, Danny.
When I was young, I used to wait on Master and bring him his plate and fill the bottle when he got dry and brush away the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away.
One day he rode around the farm, the flies so numerous that they did swarm. One chance to bite him on the thigh, but the devil take the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. That's a pretty thing, but why don't you sing me a couple of verses of one of those old things from the album, huh, Joe?
All right.
And I'll see what I
It's a
can
real
do.
pretty one. Introduction. He's gone away for to stay a little while, but he's coming back if he goes 10,000 miles. Oh, who will tie my shoe? And who will glove my hand? And who will kiss my ruby lips when he is gone? Look away, look away, over Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care.
good complexion is a must. Many girls have asked me how I take care of my skin. My secret? Noxzema, of course. And I'd like to show you just how to use Noxzema best. See for yourself that this one wonderful cream is all you need for all your beauty care.
1. Use Noxzema for cleansing. Smooth it on, wash it off, just like soap. Leaves your face so clean, so fresh, so cool, yet doesn't dry your skin. 2. Use Noxzema as a makeup base. It keeps powder clinging for hours, protects you all day long. 3. Use Noxzema for a night cream. It softens and smooths dry skin. And it's greaseless, never shows on your skin.
Get Noxzema tomorrow. See how much more medicated beauty care does for you in cleansing and softening your skin, in helping your complexion stay smooth and clear. Noxzema.
It's been a long time, Jack, since you've been on our show, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you, where have you been playing since then?
Oh, everywhere, Perry. Pimlico, Hialeah, Jamaica.
No, I mean the nightclubs and theaters and stuff.
Oh, you mean my hobby? Oh, I've been working most of the nightclubs around the country, the Concord Hotel. Been hustling.
Mm-hmm. Well, between that and your hustling and your racetracks and stuff, you don't get home much, do you?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, Barry, that used to be a very pretty serious problem to me years ago, but since we got a television set home, I'll tell you, I'm not sure I really want to get home anymore. Please ask me how come.
All right, how come?
Boy, I'm glad you asked me. I wouldn't be able to start the act. Well, I'll tell you how come, Perry. You see, we were a happy family till I got introduced to my TV set, and I was introduced to my TV set through my wife. I married, you know. You don't think I look like this from an accident. And about 5.5 years ago, my wife and I were sitting in the living room, and she was talking to me, and suddenly she interrupted herself to tell me something. Now, you ladies must allow us gentlemen that little joke, because nature's been very kind to you girls. Gave you a beautiful body, a wonderful figure, a lovely head of hair, gorgeous eyes, lovely nose, perfect teeth, a beautiful mouth, then put a tongue in it and spoiled the whole job. I don't mean it. My wife is listening. And my wife said to me, Jack, only she pronounces my name very funny. She throws an R in the middle. She said to me, Jock. She said, how much does it cost us in the course of the year to go out, see shows, and look for entertainment? I said, well, sweetheart, being in the business I'm in, it's a lot of money. About $10,000 a year. Anyway, that's what I put down. So my wife said, good grief. She talks like that, you know, from Connecticut. She said, what a disgusting waste of money. She said, I know where we can get a television set for $500. We'll stay home. Watch the shows on TV. She said, do you realize what that would mean to us economically? We've saved $9,500 the first year and $10,000 a year after that. Wives have the wonderful faculty for saving money the husband didn't make yet. Like, I wish to heaven I had the money that my wife has already saved from me. Just going to sales. And there's no use arguing. They have one line that wins. It's not for me, it's for the kid. You're dead. My boy was 5 years old this year. She bought him a mink stole, a full-length mink coat, and a 5-carat diamond. He's starting school. He might need it. And I said okay to the set, and I'll tell you the truth, we were happy till we got that set. I'll never forget the first day the set came. My kid ran around the neighborhood yelling as happy as he could be, my daddy bought a television set. That afternoon, every kid in the neighborhood was in my apartment. 62 kids. Watching the show, I hope you excuse the expression, howdy doody. 21 kids trying to get into the bathroom at the same time. The other 41 kids too busy watching the set, they made a bathroom from the living room. I tell you the truth, since we got that TV set, my boy doesn't talk English anymore. He has seen so many cowboy pictures. In the morning, he looks at my wife and he says, Ma, I ain't hankering for no cereal. A nice kid became dopey. The other day I said, how much is 2 and 2? He said, Channel 4. And they watched those space programs, Captain Video, Rocky Rocket, Rocky Jones. I got home one afternoon, 4 o'clock. I saw my kids setting fire to the bottom of the couch. Setting fire to the bottom of the couch. We got a progressive home. I'm allowed 4 words a month. Setting fire to the bottom of the couch. I looked at him, I said, what are you doing? I was through for the month. Well, the kid looked back at me and he said, Dad, I'm launching a rocket. And it's a very good thing I had nothing left to say. I'd have been very embarrassed. That couch took off. Well, it's not just my kid. Since we got that set, take my wife. Somebody, please take her. She watches all those chopped-up movies on television. That's not bad enough, but she buys what they sell during the picture. We got a kitchen with kitchen utensils no kitchen could use. Who cares if you could slice a cucumber on a 45-degree angle? Is that important? We got 3 dozen. She bought a grating machine that makes carrot juice. Let's be honest. Who ever drank carrot juice? Never had trouble with my eyes. I'm gone blind since I'm drinking. In my home, we own everything manufactured that costs $1.25 a week. And we used to eat food like my wife. She watches those chefs on television now. I live on dainty dishes like chocolate-covered oysters. It's not just my wife and kid. That set's affected me, too. I'll tell you the truth. I've become a complete fool since we got that set. I have seen one movie on television 39 times. That's not the sad part. I still like the picture. I'll tell you what TV has done to the American home. It's a true story about friends of mine who married 8 years, had a 7-year-old boy, and they were very happy till they bought their TV set. Then they started to bicker and fight. What program, what station? It wound up in a divorce, unfortunately. And the mother walked up to the 7-year-old boy and she said, my boy, you're only 7 years old. It's a young, tender age. But it's my regrettable duty as your mother to tell you, my boy, Poppy is no longer with us. Kid said, no, Mom. Wowie. He ran out of the house, up to the corner bar, and he started to drink. 7 years old. For 3 weeks... I thought this was the Como show. For 3 weeks, this kid was drinking night and day. At the end of the 3 weeks, the mother called up to him. She said, son, you got to get a hold of yourself. Drinking like that at 7, that's ridiculous. Life is beautiful, my boy. Don't you want to live to see 7.5? She said, I know you're hurt. She said, I know how much Poppy meant to you. The kid said, Poppy? Oh, my gosh, I thought you said Hoppy.
And now, here's a word from our good friend, Arlene Francis.
I had them arrange this display for you so that you could see all the magnificent things that can be yours by saving S&H green stamps. Now, isn't it amazing? You know, it doesn't cost you a penny. Of course, the whole place would be filled if I let them bring in all the items, because S&H has more than 1,500 items of all kinds for every room in your home, for your hobby, or for a sport. And remember, it doesn't cost you one single penny. S&H green stamps are given to you by your fine S&H merchant as your discount for paying cash. S&H started 60 years ago, and it's the largest. So many more stores give S&H stamps that you can fill your S&H book 3 to 10 times faster. Now, no wonder over 20 million women save S&H. Why don't you join them? Do all your shopping at department stores, food and drug stores, filling stations, all stores with this sign. We give S&H green stamps.
With a song in my heart, I behold your adorable face. just a song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace. When the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells me that you are standing near, and at the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a song such as ours came to be? But I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart for you. With a song in my heart.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. One of the great record stars high on the list of all hits in the country today is a very happy little rotund fellow named Fats Domino. He has just recorded a couple of very nice tunes for the Imperial Recording Company. Namely, a few songs, things like Valley of Tears, and the other side of the record is It's You I Love. And he's going to play and sing them both for you right now. And I think he's just about ready. Yes, he is. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Fats Domino. Fats Domino.
I want you to take me where I belong, where hearts have been broken, with a kiss and a song. Spend the rest of my days without any care. Everyone understands me in the valley of tears. Soft words has been spoken, so sweet and low, but my mind is made up. Love has got to go. Spend the rest of my days without any care. Everyone understands me in the valley of tears. You know what I want you to love me too. Let's get together like old folk used to do. We'll get married, go to Paris. From here, it's me, it's you I love. I'll be your little boy, you be my little girl. We go round and round, round and thread the world, even in the rain. We'll go hand in hand. From here, it's me, it's you I love. No matter what the people say, we'll do things our way.
of that is Fats, as usual, a great job. Can you tell me one thing? Why doesn't that trumpet player have his cornet straightened out?
I guess it was fine of it.
I know you're going down to Houston for a date.
tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to wish you good luck while you're there. Where are you working, do you know?
I think it's the auditorium.
Auditorium?
Mm-hmm.
My brother has a club there. Why don't you just stop in and say hello to him?
I will do that.
Same name.
Same name. What a wonderful name, wonderful man.
You're going to be away, but before you go, Fats, you're not going to get away with the stuff you played tonight. I'd like to hear some of that rock and roll stuff, you know?
Oh, no, Barry, not on this show. I may wake up everybody in the whole house will be rocking.
No, you have nothing to worry about because on this show, everything is under control. You know?
I'm walking, yes, indeed, I'm talking, and you and me, I'm walking, and you come back to me. I'm lonely, yes, I'll be, I'm waiting for your company, I'm hoping that you come back to me. What you gonna do when the weather dries? You gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. You really, baby, I'll even die walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking, but you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. A nice, quiet little show we have there. You know something funny? When I went to school, we learned the 3 R's. Now they learn 2, rock and roll. But here's a young lady who not only knows her 3 R's, but she knows her P's and Q's when it comes to S&H green stamps.
Everybody saving them, saving them, saving them.
S&H green
Everybody saving
stamps.
them, saving them, saving them.
S&H green
Everybody
stamps.
saving them, saving them. With every 10 cents worth of merchandise that you may buy.
Get a savings stamp mark S&H, the plan on which you can rely. You'll always get what you
Everybody
want.
saving them, saving them, saving them.
Exactly what you
Everybody saving them,
want.
saving them. 20 million smart Americans know that wherever they may choose to go, they'll get the most.
By saving S&H green stamps.
For fastest saving, greatest values, save S&H green stamps.
You know, Jack, I kind of like that rock and roll stuff, but somehow I don't think I'll ever learn how to rock and roll. The dance is part of it, you know?
Oh, that's ridiculous, Perry. It's easy. This is simple stuff. Why, in 5 minutes, I could teach anybody in this show how to do rock and roll. I don't care how big a cornball he is.
I beg your pardon.
Now, take it easy, Frank. How do you know he meant you? After all, he could have meant somebody else.
Oh, then you admit there is another cornball on this show.
I beg your pardon.
Wait a minute, Perry. Let me handle this man. I can't stand this man just for his name. Gallop. It reminds me of the horses I bet on. That's just what they don't do. Frank, it's an easy thing, rock and roll. You don't have to get excited about it. All you have to do to learn to rock and roll is to take 3 steps and go into a break.
Oh, man, that you shouldn't have said.
It's too late, Mr. Como. All right, stations, here's your first lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Cliff Norton visits Lonesome George on the George Goebel Show tonight.
While we have a minute, I'd like to tell you about our show for next week. We have a beautiful young lady whose voice I'm sure will thrill you, Miss Patrice Moncel. And for the comedy, we have Jack Carter. And Vaughn Monroe has sort of promised that he would pay us a visit. He probably come driving in on his motorcycle or something. And to top it off, we have the Goofers, a wonderful group of musicians. And I think there's going to be a surprise or two who may be sort of walking in on us. You know. Anybody got an aspirin or something? Commercial, fellas. Roll the film. Rock and roll the film. Do anything, but do something, huh?
Soft, strong, pops up too. Kleenex tissues are made for you.
When you're faced with a sudden spill, Kleenex tissues fill the bill.
Soft, strong, pops up too. Kleenex tissues are made for you.
Hi. Next time you shop, be sure to pick up plenty of Kleenex tissues. Here's what I bought. Kleenex 200s for my dressing table and dispenser. The money-saving 400s pack. It comes in colors, you know. Soft pink, soft yellow, and pure white. And I've bought this bargain bundle of 8 Kleenex pocket pack tissues. Each fits so beautifully in your purse or pocket. Keeps your tissues fresh and neat. Costs only 5 cents, too. There's a handy Kleenex tissue for every tissue you use. But be sure it's Kleenex. There's no other just like it.
Letters, we get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters. Dear Perry, would you be so kind to fill a request and sing the song I like best?
Stay as sweet as you are. Don't let a thing ever change you. Stay as sweet as you are. Don't let a soul rearrange you. Don't ever lose all the charm that you possess. Your loveliness, darling, the way that you say yes. Stay as sweet as you are, discreet as you are, you're divine, dear. Stay as grand as you are, and as you are, tell me that you're mine, dear. Young and gay, or old and gray, near to me or afar, night and day I pray that you'll always stay as sweet as you are. Holding hands at midnight 'neath the starry sky. Oh, it's nice work if you can get it. You can get it if you try. Strolling with the one girl, sighing sigh after sigh. It's
nice work if you can get it. You can get it if you try. Just imagine someone waiting at the cottage door, where two hearts become one. Who could ask for anything more? Loving one who loves you, and then taking that vow. It's nice work if you can get it, and if you get it, won't you tell me why? You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely weather seem warm. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine, when all the things you are
Good. Oh, no! Mabel! Mabel! I've asked you not to get these paper napkins again. They're always sliding off my lap.
Well, what you gonna do?
Pardon the intrusion, madam.
That does it. Oh, I must be working too hard.
Don't be alarmed, madam. I'm Manners the butler. And may I suggest you give him Kleenex table napkins? They're made to stay on your lap.
All right, let's see. You know, it's true. They cling like cloth.
And Kleenex table napkins have a new kind of soft strength. So soft, yet see how strong they are.
Why, they're strong enough to last through any meal. Nice size, too. Oh, I hate that skimpy postage stamp kind. That settles it. I'm going to get some of those Kleenex table napkins.
Splendid idea. Won't you all do the same? Remember, they cling like cloth.
Very old friend. So long. It's been so good being here again.
Thank you, Joe. It's always nice having you on a show. And if you don't mind waiting around a few seconds, I'll give you a lift.
Oh, thanks very much, Perry, but I'm walking.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that, Joe.
I'm walking, yes, indeed, and I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping you'll ask me back again.
I'm flying high, I'm sighing. Me oh my, I'm hoping you'll ask me back again.
What you gonna do when the well is dry? You gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. Be very cool, not even die.
Oh, makeup and everything. That's all. Let the rest of the world go by. We're not gone with them, are we?
And he complains about the sneaky way I cue myself into his station break.
Well, we know the song, so why don't we kind of get into it, huh, Mitch? With someone like you, a pal so good and true, I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find someplace that's known to God alone, just a spot to call our own. And that should about do it for tonight, friends. We hope that you have a nice weekend. Good and true. What do you think you're doing?
I was just going to ask you that.
Well, I'm singing.
Oh, you could have bet me. Now, come on. I know what you were doing.
Come on where? Come on where?
Well, you're going to come over to the telethon. You know, we start pretty soon. We start the telethon pretty soon. You don't even sweat. Flour, nothing, no perspiration?
Oh, I got a little going here.
Sure, it's a little gone. You going to come over now?
Well, what's your hurry? It doesn't go on till 10 o'clock.
Well, what's right? Can't you walk 6 blocks in an hour? It's easy. Nice walk.
Oh, you're funnier than the other fellow.
What fella?
Oh.
Yeah, we, You
Give us
come
the
over
introduction. We got 20 seconds. Don't forget to watch the telephone.
Was someone like you, a pal good and true.
Don't forget the telephone, 10 o'clock. W what?
WABD? MCA. WMCA.
Channel 5.
All Hollywood attends Anna Maria Alberghetti's birthday party, given by Luella Parsons, live on The Steve Allen Show.
Sunday on NBC TV.